The one thing I will say, though, because I said the last season about Arsenal, I didn't think he's had it in you to do the whole 10-game thing. If he's needed to do 10 games unbeaten back-to-back to really be in with a chance, I didn't think he's had it in you.
And the way they did it as well, Errol. The way that they put teams away as
That's
well.
What I'm saying. This time now...
You've got a bit more respect for Arteta then. I mean, this is coming from me who's concerned about him.
I said this to you the other day. You've kind of got to respect the fact that even if this isn't his season, Klopp goes at the end in the summer. I think Pep goes next summer. If Arsenal was to be really knee-jerk and be like, it's not... This is the context you wanted at the start of the season, Potts. Do we keep them? It's about the context. Well, here's the full context for you, because in the reality, you may finish... There's a world where you finish third to the world's best manager that football, I think fans will across the world, there's a consensus that will say there's ever been in the Premier League. It's either him or Sir Alex Ferguson and Pep. And next to him is the right-hand man in Klopp that's done a pretty decent job going toe-to-toe with Pep for that time. But they was best in class, the pair of them. If he finishes just slightly below best in class, Klopp's on his way out. Following season, I reckon Pep goes. So then what? You've only got one real season to wait before the next one, who's the measuring stick, is Mikel Arteta. You, at that point, would have all of your key players, provided you keep them, in the prime of their lives.
Flawless is laughing.
Flawless is going.
I've never heard as much shit fucking as I've just heard come out of his mouth. Arteta is the measuring stick, despite never winning a fucking thing. He's not and he's the measuring stick.
No, but Lawless, like,
so you don't reckon you're going to get a top manager. You don't think, again, everyone keeps saying Pep's going to go. The fucking guy still ain't gone. In the 5 years people have been saying he's going to go, but when he does go, they're not going to get a top elite manager. But you know what I mean? And you're telling me whatever manager Man City gets, whatever manager Liverpool gets, Arteta is the measuring stick for a guy who hasn't won a Champions League, hasn't won the league. And people saying I'm a hater. Am I crazy here? Because no one's calling this. Everyone's just letting this happen. Everyone's just letting Errol talk shit. Why are we allowing him to talk shit? Is that what we do?
How's that shit though? Because if you actually
measuring stick, what are you talking about, man?
But if he for 2 seasons consistently has been in the title race, push City one season, then pushes City and Liverpool, and then misses out. Klopp goes out the door. There's no guarantee that Liverpool are going to maintain that level that Klopp's just put us back to. There's no guarantee. As much as I want it to be, there isn't no guarantees in football like that. I'm just saying. There's
no guarantee that he continues on this trajectory. So what we're saying is, if Klopp and Pep had left when Pochettino was at Spurs, Pochettino would have been the measuring stick, right? Is that what we're saying?
No, but he would have been at that time if
they were the measuring stick.
He would have had the most experience and took his team the furthest in a title race. So he would have been the most, even if you don't want to say the measuring stick, he would have been the most equipped to be the next in line. It's as simple as that. It's not. That's not a far leap. It's not a big leap to say. How is it?
Because at the end of the day, look at Pep Guardiola when he comes to the league.
Has he not impressed you, Arteta, in the last fact that he's got us in title race?
I'm not saying he's not. Listen, I'm not saying he's shit. This is where people go mad. But this is. Every time we do this, and we have to go over the top. We have to just like from one extreme to another. That's an extreme because we're just sitting there just because he's been there longer and he's been in 2 title races. Now he's the measuring stick. Even though look at Man City, they went and got Pep instantly. He was the best manager. He wouldn't have to be the measuring stick to whoever.
Did he finish? Did he win the league in his first season?
It doesn't matter if he won the league, but
if he was the best manager, he would win the league. If he was the best manager, he would have won the league in his first season. I lie.
But that's not how it works, unfortunately, is it?
So then, what are you chatting shit for then?
I'm not chatting shit. But wait, so what we're saying is, you expect then Arteta to automatically win the league just because Pep and Klopp go, right? Is that
that's not what he's saying? That's not what he's saying. He's saying he'd be the best equipped for it.
But just because he's been here the longest,
Lawless.
No,
take Klopp and Pep out of the equation, and say both Pep and Klopp go this season. Who is then the next manager? The manager who is most equipped to win the league?
Football don't work like that. We have to see what manager.
Hold up.
What? It don't work like that. What are you all fucking out of your minds?
Lawless,
We don't know what manager Liverpool are going to get. We don't know what manager Man City are going to get, do we?
But it's going to be increasingly hard for the manager to come in. I think, Lawless, even you must agree, any manager coming in and following these guys, they have got to be different gravy. There's no chance.
They're not available. They don't exist right now. They don't exist right now in world football. We haven't got managers that are in. We haven't got a bracket of managers that are in the same conversation as Pep and Klopp. We just don't. So you've got to assume that the level of management is going to go down a little bit.
Who, Dan? Who we got? There's literally no one out there, man.
There's not
what out there that could come and I think the likes of Ancelotti could. I think Ancelotti. Love him.
Arsenal winning the league when Pep and Klopp go. That's what we're saying here.
No, oh my God.
Or they're the favourites. They're the favourites.
All I'm trying to say is, in terms of the context that Potts wants to come at the end of the season, regardless of whether they go on to win it now or not, he's put himself in a conversation where you've got to take man seriously.
I agree with that.
You can't just throw your toys out.
The best way to say it is they're going to be in a good situation, a strong situation. You're going to have that consistency of having the same manager. Yes, when you change manager, then sometimes it's going to depend on how the clubs and the profile of manager they get, because sometimes you get new manager, they have different philosophies, and that takes a bit of a catch up, right? When you go from Pellegrini to Pep, there's going to be a little bit of a delay there. It depends, right? But yeah, they're going to be the situation now where they are going to be building on what they've done last season. That's true. But to say that he's the measuring stick, I think that's insanity, pure insanity.
You might not have liked my wording, but the whole what I've said is still correct.
But the wording changes everything. How I've said it, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah. No. So like Arsenal are ready to take advantage, but of course, what Lawless was saying is we don't know that because we don't know who Liverpool and City are going to get. But I go back to Errol's point is that first of all, whoever we get, both City and Liverpool, it's going to be a downgrade. Yeah, that's 100% confirmed. And two, the manager market is bleak. And Dan can say Ancelotti. There's a small fact that he's at Real Madrid. He's not going to probably want to walk out there.
I wasn't saying about people coming. I was just saying managers out there. I wasn't saying.
There's literally no one there, man. Like
there isn't. We are in a stage where there is no world class managers are in.
That's why Man United has still got 10 Hag.
Sorry.
That's why Man United has still got 10 Hags. I don't know who the hell's out there to get. That is
true. 10 Hags.
I honestly believe it. If there was someone there, they would have gone, boom, I'll go and get him.
And they're both hard acts to follow. So in my opinion, I just think you've got to give him a lot of respect for what he's went on to not necessarily achieve.
That's fair. That's fair, Errol. I get what you're saying, right? Lawless is being a bit over the top as well, but he won't say it. He's basically making out. Because you're making out like there's absolutely zero chance. Oh, this is Arsenal.
I never said that.
No, you are though. You are making out like that. That's what you're coming across like. No, you are. You are coming across like.
Look at my words, Potts. What did I say? This is what you do all the time. You twist it. I said Arsenal will be in a stronger position this season. In a strong position, they have consistency, right? And they can try and build on something with the same manager. I said that's a fact, yeah. But my issue is. He's not suddenly the man that any new manager's got to come and match up to and like. Well,
no, I agree with that bit. Yeah, when Errol says, "Oh, Pep and Klopp might go," if Arsenal stick with Arteta, they might be there, and you're like, "Oh, no, dog," and doing all this.
I'm not saying
that means you don't agree with him, and it's like no chance.
But what you said, Potts, let's not forget what you said, is if he doesn't win a trophy this season, unless there's some sort of circumstances and it goes down to the wire and you get to
we should consider it. Yeah, 100%.
You want him sacked. You said 100%. You want him sacked if he don't win something.
Depending on how we don't win a trophy, yeah, facts. Okay. If we go right to the end, then we don't, I'm not going to sit there and go get him out if we lose a final. Even though
he's going to be the measuring stick when Pep and Klopp go, you don't want to hold fire for the measuring stick. You don't want to, no.
Not if we finish the season by going out tomorrow night to Porto and finishing third, 12 points behind the winner. Nah, absolutely not. But if we go all the way and if we get across the line, brilliant. If we don't, and we go take Liverpool and City to the last game of the season, we miss out. We go to Real Madrid in the semi-final of the Champions League. I think it's harsh to pull the plug, personally.
LB, honest question. Arteta gets sacked at the end of this season for what Dan said Guardiola goes next season, would you take Arteta at City?
Nah.
Wow.
Measuring stick settings,
Why is that?
mate.
Why is that? Just you don't believe there's better out there, obviously.
Well, if you get sacked,
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying why
if
you
you
say
get
no.
sacked based off of what you just said, you just got knocked out to Porto and finished 12 points behind Liverpool and City. Why would I say?
No, but he hasn't though yet, has he? That's what
Dan just said. You can't now re-ask the question different metrics.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you said if
Dan, why can't they take him anyway? Why can't Man City go in for Arteta regardless?
That's exactly what I was meaning. That's what I was.
No. I'm just asking the question. If he goes for what's happened, and that, we talk about managers.
I didn't realise you said if he got sacked. I thought you meant now if he was still at Arsenal. That's what I thought you meant.
No, but you can still make an approach if he's at Arsenal still, surely. Like if you think that he could be the guy to.
Yeah, but I think the guy's like got a connection with Arsenal, innit? Because there was always that clip going around. You've probably seen it when City beat Arsenal at home, and he didn't celebrate. So I think that I don't really think he's got that.
Yeah, but that's just the thing, innit? Like ex-players do that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just a respect thing. Like
but the thing is though, why would he leave right now? Like he's got a board that's backing him with a lot of cash. He's got control.
He ain't going anywhere.
Like I don't know if necessarily you would be eager to jump.
Unless Barca come in, what do you think about Barca's his real club?
He's rejecting them. He's rejecting them. It's somehow already. I know he signed a new deal at Arsenal, so he's going to stay. He's going to stay at Arsenal. Whatever happens. Billy, let me quickly come to you very quickly on Arsenal.
Let's get some chest out ready. Let's get the chest.
Let's talk about Arsenal. He's like, don't ask about Villa. Just let's talk about Arsenal.
Come on,
let me quickly ask this before we do come to Villa, because you ain't getting away with it, bro. Kai Havertz, bruv. Good signing or flop?
Decent signing.
Okay.
Start of the season, it was obviously looking like he was going to be a massive flop. This year, I would say he's started to turn his form around. Whether it's enough yet to call him a good signing just yet, I'm not so sure. We'll have to see what else he does in the remainder of the season. But yeah, a decent signing, ups and downs with him. I hope for your sake, Potts, that he can continue on a trajectory and turn it upside down, if you like, turn his season upside down a little bit, which he looks like he's going to. So. Yeah,
no blame, man. I know you want Arsenal to win the league as well, so cheers for that, Billy. Lawless, you think he's been a flop? Is that right?
Well, I just think 65 mil. Was it 60 mil? Sorry, 60 mil, 65?
60 something, 65. I think it was 65.
Yeah,
I think
65 mil. What's he scored? Let's see. Let's get this up. 8 goals, 3 assists.
8 goals, 3 assists.
It's not 65 mils worth, is it? I mean, it's his first season at Arsenal, but it's not his first season.
What about 6 goals, 3 assists? Is that worth 40 million from Kudus?
Whoa. AFCON tax. Yeah, let's talk about that. Listen, I'm just saying, 65 mil.
One second, Lawless. Someone just scored a banger or something.
Bro, you want to just see that Isak goal, man. Oh, shit. He's a bagsman, him, you know.
Who is it?
I don't mind.
Isak picks the ball up on the left-hand side, just outside the box. Quick dip of the shoulder, whips it in the bottom corner, man. Unreal finish.
People should do better, I think. Yeah.
He's unreal, Isak. Absolutely unreal player. So good, man.
Sorry,
Lawless. Continue.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's like a massive flop, but like I don't think he deserves the rave reviews now. All of a sudden, like he's this. He's brilliant. He's worth every penny. He needs to do more for the 65 mil.
Do you think 15 GA is good for a 65 million pound player? Like, genuine question. I'm not saying it is or isn't.
It's all right, isn't it? It's all right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is the thing now.
I don't think we can say he's a flop now. That's all I'm saying.
What is he? But what is he? What's his role?
I think he's been all right signing. I think he's been all right. I don't think he's even been decent. I think he's been all right.
But what's his role in the team? Like, what is he supposed to be? A midfielder? A striker? Like,
well, we thought from Arteta's press conference he was supposed to be an attacking midfielder, but he hasn't played well enough there. When he's played up top, he's contributed, man. And you know what? With Havertz, where he deserves a lot of credit, and I'll give Errol some credit for this because Errol actually said this at the start of the season. I think he'll bang up top for you. I think Jurgen Klopp would do a bit of a Firmino with him. He kind of has done that a bit, you know. I'm not going to compare him to Firmino because he's nowhere near. But if you look at the actual attributes that he's got, they're definitely better up top. They ain't better in midfield. I don't want to see him dropping back. When he's scoring goals that are important in the last minute against Brentford, twice now home and away, when he's scoring goals that against Luton that go and get us over the line 4-3, scoring goals against Brighton. These are actual, not like, we got the fourth goal against the 6-0 West Ham or a fourth goal against Sheffield United 5-0 didn't mean anything. These are important goals now, man. That's why you do pay money for players like that. So I can at least look back at his first season now and go, do you know what? August to November, piss poor in my opinion. From the new year, 2024 Kai Havertz, I'm liking a lot. I can't lie.
Let me ask you the question then, Potts. Do you still think you could have spent £65 million better?
Yeah.
Yes, but I do think that you won't look now back at that and go, what a waste of money. The actual song we can sing now makes more sense. Because when we were singing it when he scored a charity penalty against Bournemouth, it was quite embarrassing. But actually, when you sing it now, you think, do you know what? Actually, we're paying money and he's scoring.
Just for people that don't know.
Oh, don't, man. Don't. I'm not going to sing it. I don't want to ruin everyone's audio. But I must admit, I've been really impressed. He's proved me wrong.